In the shadowy corners of our world lurk fearsome creatures with the power to make short work of any unsuspecting human. Yet, as spine-chilling as these living nightmares may be, they are but a whisper of the monstrous titans that once stalked the earth. Ancient horrors, from child-snatching eagles to gigantic leviathans of the deep, painted a grim picture of a time long past. Brace yourself as we unveil 10 of these long-extinct predators that you can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing they no longer roam our world. Number 10. The giant short-faced bear. Imagine the terror of encountering a grizzly bear. Its fearsome presence enough to send anyone fleeing in panic. Yet, even the mightiest grizzly would appear as a mere cub when juxtaposed with the behemoth known as Arctotherium angustidens. This giant short-faced bear from South America roamed the earth approximately 2.5 million years ago, casting an ominous shadow over its surroundings. Weighing in at a staggering 2 tons, Arctotherium angustidens claims the title of the largest bear to have ever lived. To put that into perspective, modern-day polar bears, the biggest land carnivores alive, weigh less than half of these ancient beasts. Towering at an intimidating 14 feet when standing upright, this colossal creature stood higher than a 1-story building. One might assume that their sheer size would impede their speed, but the reality is far more terrifying. A close relative, Arctodus simus, another genus within the giant short-faced bear family, could reach a horrifying top speed of 40 miles per hour. It's likely that Arctotherium angustidens shared this ability to move at a lightning-fast pace. Escaping such a predator would have been nearly impossible for humans, who would have appeared as enticing, meaty morsels to these bone-crunching bears. Eventually, the monstrous Arctotherium angustidens vanished, replaced by the medium-sized Arctotherium vetustum around 500,000 years ago. The reason for their mysterious disappearance remains unknown, but it's speculated that increased competition from carnivores like the jaguar, cougar, and dire wolf may have depleted the giant bear's food supply. Another possibility, although far more chilling, is the existence of an even more massive bear yet to be discovered, lurking in the annals of time. Number 9. The giant monitor lizard. Around 2.5 million years ago, the sun-scorched plains of Australia harbored a living nightmare, the Megalania. This colossal monitor lizard, reminiscent of a gargantuan Komodo dragon, struck terror in the hearts of all who encountered it. Measuring an astonishing 23 feet in length, these prehistoric predators were more than twice the size of their modern-day descendants. Much like the Komodo dragons, Megalania are believed to have housed venomous glands within their jaws, producing hemotoxin. When they struck, their sharp, curved teeth would penetrate their prey's flesh, allowing the hemotoxin to infiltrate the victim's bloodstream. As an anticoagulant, this venom would prevent blood clotting, rapidly decreasing blood pressure, leading to systemic shock and ultimately a grisly death. So, what brought about the end of this fearsome, gigantic lizard? Researchers from the University of Queensland discovered that a Megalania bone was approximately 50,000 years old, coinciding with the arrival of humans in Australia. It is now suspected that human intervention played a role in the extinction of this deadly creature. Whether humans killed the enormous lizards for self-preservation or overhunted their prey remains a mystery. One thing is certain though, Australia, a land notorious for its lethal fauna, was once even more terrifying with the presence of these monstrous lizards. Number 8. The Prehistoric Bigfoot. Could it be that Bigfoot was once a reality? 2 million years ago, a prehistoric primate, Gigantopithecus blacki, eerily reminiscent of the mythical creature, inhabited the dense forests of southern China. Size estimates remain speculative, as only tooth and jawbones have been discovered. Yet even these fragments suggest that these giants stood an astonishing 10 feet tall and weighed up to 1,200 pounds. They were twice as tall and nearly 3 times as heavy as silverback gorillas. Given their habitat in southern China, it is likely that bamboo formed the staple of their diet. However, despite their herbivorous nature, it would have been unwise to trifle with these behemoths. After all, even a silverback gorilla possesses enough strength to reduce a human to pulp. But what led to the extinction of these massive creatures? Ironically, it was their colossal size. Gigantopithecus blacki required vast amounts of food for sustenance, but around 100,000 years ago, the changing climate transformed their forested habitat into savanna-like landscapes, severely depleting their food sources. Could it be possible that a few of these mammoth primates survived and still walk among us? While it's unlikely, such an idea adds an intriguing layer to the mystery of the enigmatic Bigfoot. Number 7. The dreadful pig. In today's world, pigs are generally seen as harmless creatures, but this wasn't always the case. Travel back 23 million years, and the fearsome Daeodon reigned supreme in North America, causing terror wherever it roamed. With a colossal weight of 1,650 pounds, standing nearly 6 feet tall at the shoulder and reaching 10 feet in length, this monstrous pig boasted a rhino-like build. However, unlike rhinos, Daeodon did not subsist solely on vegetation. Its forward-facing eye sockets, perfect for tracking prey, revealed its predatory nature. Lacking claws, these beasts were believed to have hunted by running alongside their prey and then ramming into it with brute force, akin to a high-speed cop chase in the wild. To make matters more terrifying, Daeodon possessed formidable 10-inch canines, designed to tear flesh to shreds. These formidable pigs ultimately went extinct around 20 million years ago due to rising global temperatures, which led to the depletion of both vegetation and prey animals. And for that, we can be grateful. A world where our pork doesn't try to devour us is a far more comforting thought. Number 6. The Ravenous river giant. In a world where crocodile-like dinosaurs give way to actual crocodiles, one formidable creature stands out: the Purosaurus. Today's crocodiles may seem intimidating, but they pale in comparison to this prehistoric monstrosity. This gargantuan river dweller measured an astounding 35 feet in length, equivalent to the size of a school bus, and twice as long as a saltwater crocodile. Given its colossal size, the Purosaurus had a voracious appetite, consuming a staggering 90 pounds of food daily, 20 times the requirement of a modern American alligator. So what did this beast feast upon? The answer is simple: anything and everything. From car-sized Stupendemys turtles to giant ground sloths, the world was their smorgasbord. To satisfy their insatiable hunger, Purosaurus wielded a formidable weapon: their powerful bite. Paleontologists have calculated that their bite was equivalent to exerting 11.5 tons of pressure, making it 20 times stronger than that of a great white shark. If you thought Jaws was terrifying, the Purosaurus would have been a nightmare beyond imagination. Number 5. The formidable saber-toothed cat. As we delve into the realm of movie stars, who can forget Diego, the saber-toothed cat from the beloved Ice Age film series? Although Diego may appear endearing on screen, an encounter with a real saber-toothed cat would have left you severely injured. Smilodon, the most renowned of the saber-toothed cat species, roamed the Americas around 2.5 million years ago. The 8-inch fang-like teeth protruding from these massive felines' mouths may seem petrifying, but they weren't as lethal as they appeared. Fossilized skull scans revealed that their bite force was a mere 220 pounds, only marginally stronger than a human bite. To compensate, the Smilodon boasted proportionally longer front legs and a significantly more muscular build than modern big cats. These adaptations enabled them to tackle their prey to the ground, much like a wrestler, before pinning the victim's head down and delivering a precise bite to the throat with their curved canines. However, even their fearsome fangs couldn't save the Smilodon from the dual threats of climate change and human overhunting, which ultimately led to their extinction 10,000 years ago. A moment of silence for all the cat lovers who may be mourning this fierce and fascinating creature. Number 4. The towering giant sloth. Sloths may be small and adorable, but their ancient ancestor, Megatherium americanum, defies all such expectations. These enormous sloths roamed South America between 400,000 and 8,000 years ago, standing at a formidable 12 feet tall and weighing a staggering 4 tons, akin to the weight of an elephant. Strangely enough, they were likely hairless to prevent overheating, making them appear even more bizarre. To add to their unnerving appearance, they sported 7-inch claws, securing their spot in the realm of nightmares. Fortunately, scientists believe that Megatherium were not carnivorous. Instead, their claws likely served to swipe down tall vegetation. While it remains unclear whether their diet included some meat, they may have scavenged carcasses or even hunted smaller herbivores by flipping them over and slashing them open with their claws. Astoundingly, humans are thought to have hunted these colossal beasts. A kill site in Argentina, dating back around 12,000 years ago, revealed that a group of humans hunted and killed a giant sloth, leaving its bones behind alongside their butchering knife. Ultimately, human hunting and the effects of climate change diminished the sloth's food supply, leading to the extinction of this awe-inspiring megafauna. Number 3. The Skybound Terror. The Quetzalcoatlus, a flying reptile from 70 million years ago, is a chilling sight that would make one wish it had lived even further back in time. Few things are as horrifying as the thought of a 16-foot-tall reptilian stork hunting you down. These airborne nightmares boasted a staggering 36-foot wingspan, making them the largest flying creatures to ever exist. To put it into perspective, today's wandering albatross only has a 12-foot wingspan. One might envision these gangly giants skimming North America's ocean coastlines in search of fish. But Quetzalcoatlus fossils were discovered on land, 250 miles away from any coastlines, with no signs of nearby rivers or lakes during the Cretaceous period. This suggests that these birds feasted on land animals instead. Their long, slender, chopstick-like jaws were perfect for pinpointing and plucking smaller dinosaurs, swallowing them whole. These fearsome winged reptiles met their end alongside the Therizinosaurus during a mass extinction event 66 million years ago. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about giraffe-sized flying reptiles swooping down to devour us today. Number 2. The Leviathan lurking beneath. The depths of the ocean hold many terrors, but few are as visually frightening as the Leviathan. This 55-foot-long carnivorous sperm whale dominated the waters off South America around 9 million years ago. Its sheer size would be daunting enough, but the Leviathan's 40 teeth, each measuring between 1 and 2 feet long, made it even more formidable. Equipped with the largest biting teeth of any animal ever to have lived, the Leviathan consumed virtually any large marine life it encountered. Its preferred prey, however, were 20 to 30-foot baleen whales, and rather than solely relying on their formidable teeth, these ruthless predators hunted with their foreheads. They would approach their prey from below and strike them like a battering ram, paralyzing the victim in the process. The Leviathan's massive forehead may have served another purpose as well. Like modern sperm whales, it is believed to have had a spermaceti organ, which emitted high-frequency sounds to acoustically stun their prey. The intense sound exposure would eventually shut down the target's bodily functions, a truly nightmarish end. Number 1. The monstrous shark of the deep. Just when you thought nothing could surpass the might of the Leviathan, allow me to introduce you to the Megalodon, a species of mackerel shark that makes jaws look like child's play. Measuring an astounding 50 feet in length, this gargantuan fish was over 3 times the size of a great white shark. These behemoths were not only enormous in length, but also in weight, tipping the scales at around 70 tons, roughly the equivalent of 10 elephants. With jaws spanning over 6 feet wide and 276 razor-sharp, 7-inch teeth, they were perfectly equipped to tear their prey to shreds. The Megalodon's estimated bite force of 40,000 pounds per square inch was an astonishing 10 times more powerful than that of a great white shark. Roaming the world's oceans between 20 million and 3.6 million years ago, Megalodon would have competed with the colossal Leviathan for food. If the two titans clashed, the Meg would have undoubtedly inflicted significant damage on the Leviathan's blubber. However, the whale's slightly larger size and its innovative use of acoustic stunning may have given it a fighting chance. The chilling truth remains that Megalodon would have devoured a human as if it were merely a sardine. So what brought about the demise of this terrifying predator? Roughly 3.6 million years ago, the climate changed dramatically. As temperatures dropped, the warm water areas in which the sharks thrived diminished, ultimately leading to their extinction. And, truth be told, I am immensely relieved. If you could resurrect one of these fearsome beasts, which would it be? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you for joining us on this spine-chilling journey.